You're watching WYLN TV 35. Now, from the area's leader in live local news, this is WYLN News, the area's #1 source of live local news and information in Luzerne, Schuylkill, Carbon, and Columbia counties. WYLN News starts now.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on WYLN News. I'm Julia Wiegand. Property owners in Hazleton may have more time to pay their taxes without facing penalties. City Council members are discussing ways to help taxpayers. One is extending the period residents can pay their taxes and qualify for a 2% discount. Councilman Jack Mundy suggested a second option, which would follow in Luzerne County's footsteps and allow property owners to pay without penalty by August 18th. As of right now, taxpayers can pay without penalty until June 17th, but after that, penalties will be applied. The city's administrator and solicitor are also researching options for granting financial relief options to present to council for a future vote. The city of Wilkes-Barre, however, already extended the deadline for its property tax owners to pay up. The deadline for residents to pay in full has been extended from May 4th to June 4th. For people paying under the installment plan, their third installment is due by June 4th, and the fourth installment is due by July 3rd. City Hall is still closed to the public, and the payment drop box is not accessible because of repairs being made to the building after a strong spring storm damaged the building. Taxpayers can mail their payments to the City Tax Office at 40 East Market Street. Residents with questions can call 570-208-4178 for more information. State Representative Tara Toohill sent a letter to the governor requesting 2019 property tax or rent rebates for seniors to be distributed immediately. Toohill said the rebate should be based on the amount received in 2018. The request is in effort to provide additional financial help for eligible seniors. The program is supported by the PA Lottery and benefits seniors ages 65 and up, widows and widowers ages 50 and up, as well as individuals with disabilities. Currently, the state's scheduled to begin distributing 2019 rebate checks July 1st. House Bill 1076 would expedite the payments. The bill passed unanimously in the House and is now under consideration in Senate. Now, as of today, a free N95 decontamination system will now be available for healthcare facilities, first responders, and other eligible organizations suffering from a shortage due to limited availability through normal procurement channels. Governor Tom Wolf made the announcement today about creating Battelle Critical Care Decontamination System sites across the state. The system uses a vaporous hydrogen peroxide to decontaminate the units. A single Battelle CCDS site can decontaminate tens of thousands of N95s in a single day. The decontamination process permits the reuse of N95s, and each N95 can be decontaminated up to 20 times before needing disposal. An eligible organization that wishes to use the system must register and enter into a use agreement with Battelle. The McAdoo Fire Company teamed up with Van Hoekelen Greenhouses to do a drive-through box sale for Mother's Day. WYLN's Phil Kaufman has more.
April showers bring May flowers. Or for this Mother's Day, you can get your flowers from the McAdoo Fire Company.
We're doing flowers for Mother's Day. It's in conjunction with the Van Hoekelen Greenhouses. So there's actually 8 flowers in a box. Van Hoekelen teamed up with us for Easter and asked us about if we wanted to do it again at Mother's Day. So we decided we're going to do it here again at Mother's Day. So we'll be here today until 6 o'clock. We'll be here tomorrow and Friday from 8 until 7 p.m. And then Saturday we'll be here 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Along with that, we are also doing unbaked pizzas and chili dogs that we're also selling food as we're doing the flower sale.
Each box consists of 2 pink Mother's Day lilies, 4 double rose tulips, and 2 hyacinths, all for $20. Best of all, the fire department receives $5 from every box sold. There's no need to get out of your car, as staff will pick up your order and load it up for you. The sale runs from Wednesday, May 6th through Saturday, May 9th.
So in reality, all you got to do with this is you pull in, You tell us what you want, we put the box in your car, you pull away. There's no need for you to get out of your car. We're able to keep the appropriate social distancing, and there needs to be no other further contact of anything. So you could just pull in, get your box, and be able to pull away.
If you can't make it to McAdoo, drive-through sales are also taking place at Fort Blooms and Drums, Valley Regional Fire and Rescue, and the old Video Mania parking lot at 532 Center Street in Freeland.
So far, it's been very good. We've gone through a bunch of flowers already, so it was a great one for Easter, and I believe it's also going to be another fantastic sale for Mother's Day here. I mean, we're still out there, so for some of the stuff that we've had to cancel, this does make up for some of it. We have some other events that we're still waiting on, but unfortunately we need to wait and see how the state opens up and if the county's able to open up. So we're just playing it ear by ear. But again, besides this, we're still out there serving, responding on calls, just as we did every day.
Reporting from McAdoo for Wyln News, this is Philip Kaufman.
Thanks, Phil. And also, happy birthday, Chief. After pulling a gun on a woman over a parking spot over the weekend, an Ashland man faces charges. Officers were dispatched to the Maze Drive-In Saturday just after 6 for a report of a man pulling a gun on a woman in the parking lot. The victim's husband told police 67-year-old Roy Melman claimed they parked too close to him, held a firearm at his wife's stomach area, and fled the scene before she was able to call 911. Police were able to pull him over and found a fully loaded handgun on the floor of his vehicle. He was taken into custody and charged with aggravated assault, simple assault, DUI, disorderly conduct, public drunkenness, and more. Melman was released on $50,000 unsecured bail, with a preliminary hearing set for May 18th. Wilkes-Barre police are asking for the public's assistance locating a woman believed to be part of a home invasion and robbery last month. Officers say a woman, identified as Brianna, met a male on the dating site Tagged. She agreed to a date with the victim and met him at his Wilkes-Barre residence April 12th, at which time several males busted in to rob the residence. She's believed to have been involved in prostitution and other related crimes. Anyone with information on this woman or the robbery in question is being asked to contact the Wilkes-Barre City Police Department by phone or on their Facebook page. As we reported to you yesterday, police were searching for a 22-year-old missing Pottsville man. Tyler Richard Zimmerowski was reported missing by his parents May 3rd. They said he's been missing since May 11th, and his vehicle was found off of an Interstate 81 exit. According to the Pottsville Bureau of Police, it was determined he left Schuylkill County and was observed in another part of the state. The investigation continues on, but he's no longer classified as a missing person. A Wilkes-Barre man who admitted to killing his former co-worker appealed his sentence imposed by a Luzerne County judge. 25-year-old Robert Rodriguez pled guilty to third-degree murder in the shooting death of Trevor Oliver inside a Hudson Street home back in February of 2018. He was sentenced 23 to 51 years in state prison by Judge Joseph Skalarowski. Rodriguez appealed his sentence to State Superior Court. A 3-member panel of the Appellate Court dismissed his appeal Tuesday. A co-defendant in the fatal shooting, Isaiah Tyrone Jennings, also pled guilty and is serving a 24 to 48-year prison term. Coming up on Wyln News, student-run radio remains on air, plus details on the road to save the world with a vaccine. But first, we'll take a look at our 5-day forecast brought to you by the Wyln Weather Kids. We'll be right back.
I'm Melania, and I'm 4 years old, and I'm going to be sunny house.
SJ Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond Contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialists, call S.J. Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
Hi, I had a very minor fender bender tonight in an unreasonably narrow fast food drive-through lane. Don't worry, I have everything handled. I already spoke to our Allstate agent, and I know that we have accident forgiveness, which is so smart on your guys' part. Like the fact that they'll
4 weeks without the car.
Okay, yep, good night.
With accident forgiveness, your rates won't go up just because of an accident. Switching to Allstate is worth it.
Visit your local Allstate agent, the McNeilis Agency in Hazleton at 1092 North Church Street, or in the Hometown Village Square.
Wyln presents Community Update on the Coronavirus, Monday through Friday at 3 p.m. with rebroadcast at 7 p.m. and 10 a.m. the following morning. Brought to you by the Lehigh Valley Health Network, PBS 39, Adams Outdoor, and WYLN TV 35. We're your local network.
Though colleges were shut down in March due to the pandemic, one on-campus radio station keeps plugging along. WYLN's Julie Stefanovich has the story.
As they say, the show must go on, and that's exactly what has been happening at King's College radio station, WRKC in Wilkes-Barre. General Manager Sue Henry and King's students have been working remotely from home, keeping the airways alive. The college was shut down in March in efforts to mitigate the spread of the coronavirus.
Right now, in such a troubling time, we just want to connect with our audience and keep this sense of normalcy. So that's been our focus.
Henry is the only one allowed at the station and helps keep the broadcast going via modern technology.
We just put them in our computer and air them that way. So a lot of our content is still actually airing during the pandemic, business as usual, if you will.
Programming consists of Radio Home Visitor, a news reading service for the blind and visually impaired. They address topics such as staying healthy both mentally and physically during the pandemic.
It is the most important thing we do. We don't do anything more important than serving our community.
WRKC brings a ray of light amid troubling times.
And if we can bring music and happiness, and that's my idea of what WRKC is, it's really an escape. And I think it's so important to our local community.
Tune in to the radio station at 88.5 in the Wilkes-Barre area for news, music, and more. Reporting for WYLN News, I'm Julie Stefanovich.
Thanks, Julie. Testing for a possible coronavirus vaccine on the American people has begun. Pfizer Incorporated partnered with German-based BioNTech to begin its first stage of the trial that'll involve up to 360 adults. The vaccine contains genetic material, or messenger RNA, which tells cells what to build. In this case, an antigen that could activate an immune response to COVID-19. So far, participating sites include NYU Grossman School of Medicine and the University of Maryland School of Medicine. This is the third vaccine to be tested in the U.S., and human trials of the experimental vaccine began in Germany late last month. One popular fast food chain made a tough call surrounding its menu and a recent question affecting the nation: where's the beef? As meat processing plants face major production challenges during the pandemic, Wendy's said some of its restaurants will have a short supply of certain menu items, hamburgers being one of them. Plants are either overloaded with work or temporarily closed for coronavirus outbreaks that led to hundreds of workers getting sick. Wendy's isn't sure how long these menu restrictions will be in place, but continues to work on making sure most customers can order what they want at the drive-thru. Geisinger will begin COVID-19 testing for all pregnant mothers before delivery in their continued effort to create an even safer environment. All mothers admitted in labor or for a scheduled delivery will receive a 2-hour rapid COVID-19 test. Geisinger's current visitation policies designed to help prevent the spread of COVID-19. A delivering mother may have one support person with them who will be screened for potential COVID-19 exposure and recent symptoms. They'll be required to wear a mask upon entering any Geisinger facility. Geisinger's working closely with mothers on their birth plans and creating the safest childbirth experience for families. Coming up on Jeansville's News Choice, we throw it back this Wellness Wednesday when we talk asthma and community and you. Plus, something sweet for your healthcare heroes. Stay with us.
You've seen university advertising. A student like me pitching you the same old ideas. But I'm not gonna do that.
Instead, I'm gonna tell you what you can do with a Penn State degree. You can help anyone. Go anywhere. Create! And with 20 campuses to choose from, you'll always feel at home.
Look, Penn State is amazing, but your best years are just beginning. Come find out for yourself.
Life is different, but it hasn't stopped. So when curiosity turns into a rash, an LVHN video visit is just a click away. No matter what you need, whether it's a phone call with a primary care provider or a specialist, or you just need advice on your health, we have a virtual care option that's right for you. And the best part? You'll always be seen by a Lehigh Valley Health Network provider. Visit lvhn.org/virtual to learn more.
Have your event with Whitetail, graduation, birthday, bachelor, reunion parties? They have the most tranquil backyard experience with beautiful mountains in the background. If your company or business wants a different alternative to a golf outing, they have outings that can accommodate you. You can have the entire facility to yourself. They will work with you to set up your day of events. Sporting clay competitions, trap and wobble trap games, skeet. After a day of shooting, you'll return to a meal designed for you. Call Mike at 570-535-6123 for available group options. Looking for information on the coronavirus pandemic? Make sure it's from a reliable source. Go to WYLNTV.com and click on the Lehigh Valley Health Network banner for the real facts about the coronavirus pandemic. And watch WYLN News live at 5:30 for updates on this ongoing crisis. The source matters now more than ever. WYLN, we're your local network.
Wellness Wednesday, thanks to our friends at Lehigh Valley Health Network. And today we are on location at the Health and Wellness Center in Hazleton with Dr. Brian Miller. Now, Brian, we're here today to talk a little bit about asthma. You know, I guess for starters, tell me a little bit about the different types of asthma.
Sure. Well, thanks for having me. There's a couple of different lung conditions we treat as pulmonologists, and, that I think the public should know. One being asthma. It's a lung condition that is usually diagnosed at a younger age, but we do have patients who, due to environmental exposures like smoke or allergies, do develop symptoms, and the classic symptoms are usually wheezing or cough, and that cough is usually worse at night. And when we see these symptoms, we start to do a certain workup to look for asthma. Asthma is a reversible condition. It's usually triggered by something in the environment. Asthma does tend to run in families, though. There is a genetic component. And after we do certain diagnostic tests, like breathing tests, we'll usually do an x-ray too. And sometimes we do blood work to see if there's anything that points us in that direction. After getting the diagnosis, there's multiple ways to treat it, and that goes from taking a pill to avoiding the trigger, to being on inhalers. And, everybody's different, and asthma affects, young and old, and we look for those signs when we're treating.
Now, with all this cold weather that we've been having, is that something that might trigger it a little more than being in the warm weather?
Yeah, absolutely. When we see our asthmatics, one of the biggest triggers is humidity and cold weather. So usually extremes in the weather will tend to set off patients, and they'll notice worsening breathing, they'll develop worsening wheezing, coughing, and they just don't feel well. And these are typically the times where we start to see those symptoms.
Now, when it comes to either managing or just trying to avoid developing asthma in general, what are some tips that you can give the viewers watching?
Sure. Well, during our workup, if we can kind of pinpoint what's causing it, the easiest thing is to avoid the trigger. So unfortunately, if you have that cat at home that is making you allergic and having asthma, we try to say, can you do without it? If you can't, then we try managing your symptoms. If it's more of a underlying lung issue, we tend to go towards steroids and medicines to help reduce those symptoms.
All right. Now, is there anything else that you'd want to add, about asthma in general? Or?
Sure. So asthma untreated can have a high rate of death, and it can be pretty severe. Even if you're diagnosed as a child and you feel better into your teenage or adult years, it's still usually there and can come back. And so, we suggest that if you have a history of asthma and you still feel short of breath, and you come and see, a lung doctor or your primary care doctor, just to make sure you're optimized on all your medications. And anybody with any underlying lung disorder or lung disease should have a flu shot each year. And some patients should also have pneumococcal vaccination due to the lung problems.
Well, thank you for being with us here today to talk a little bit about asthma.
Sure.
And, that is going to be it for us for Wellness Wednesday. Thank you so much for joining us on Community and You. We'll see you next time here on WYLN.
CARES is a local and family-owned agency dedicated to providing exceptional services for individuals with intellectual and developmental disabilities throughout Pennsylvania. CARES specializes in day and residential services, respite, home and community, behavior supports, and chaperone vacations. At CARES, the participants are the VIPs. CARES, empowering individuals to maximize their opportunities and potential in their community.
There are 125 used car dealers in town, but there's only one Churras. Quality vehicles since 1954. Voted the best used car dealer. Check out their inventory, see something you like, take a test ride. Churras Auto Sales. Call 570-454-7229.
Tune in every Sunday night on WYLN from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. for hard-hitting, high-flying, non-stop action as only Pennsylvania Premier Wrestling High Voltage can bring you. That's Pennsylvania Premier Wrestling every Sunday night on WYLN. I'll see you in the ring.
From the bottom of our hearts, the WYLN TV 35 family would like to say thank you to all essential workers for your service to our community and for keeping us safe.
Mother's Day is this Sunday, so treat your mama to something special by entering WYLN's Mother's Day contest. Enter to win a special carry-out dinner for 4, plus dessert, from Carmen's Bakery and Deli, as well as a box of freshly cut flowers from Smilax Floral in Hazleton. Visit our Facebook page to like and share for your chance to win. Good luck, and remember, support our local businesses. Even though schools were closed throughout the state due to COVID-19, students can still reach out to their favorite teachers. Students from our viewing area can send a special video to the WYLN News Facebook, thanking teachers for their service during National Teachers Appreciation Week. The videos will be shown during the news and on social media. Students from all grade levels are welcome to submit their videos and give their teachers a special shout out. You can nominate your healthcare heroes starting this Sunday for their chance at something pretty sweet. Mohegan Sun Arena at Casey Plaza in Wilkes-Barre Township will honor and thank our brave healthcare professionals with luxury suite tickets for events this fall or whenever it's deemed safe for them to host public events. The Healthcare Heroes Suite will recognize healthcare professionals on the front lines fighting against the spread of COVID-19 in both our community and around the world. Nominations will be accepted from our community during National Hospitals Week, starting this Sunday, May 10th, through Saturday, May 16th. You can find all the details and submit your nominations online at mohegansunarenapa.com/healthcareheroes. That's the news. Remember, the source matters now more than ever. You can get news updates on our WYLN News Facebook page or WYLNTV.com by clicking the LVHN banner for the real facts about COVID-19. You can also see who's open for business by clicking the tab on our website. Stay with us. A look at today's weather is next here on WYLN TV.
All Care Home Care